Good morning. Sorry for the delay. There was a power failure. The light තිබුණේ දැන් චුට්ටක් හරි කරමු ක්ලාස් එක නැත්තම් පාඩු වෙනවා අපිට. Right, we are in the last part of the short story. Go to page 25. Right, this part. Now, the nightingale and the red rose, they together create red rose tree. They together create a beautiful red rose for the young student. And after this creation, the nightingale is dead. She is dead. She sacrifices her life for a red rose. Now the story continues from there today. Now this red rose tree is close to student's room. He notices the red rose when he gets up the next day, and he is very happy to see it. And at noon, the student opened its window and looked out. Student opened its window and looked out. Right, these are students' thoughts about the red rose. Why? What a wonderful piece of luck. Now the student thinks it's a piece of luck. No, it is not a creation of luck. It is creation of the nightingale and the red rose tree. Right? He does not know this fact. Here is a red rose. I've never seen any rose like it in all my life. It's so beautiful that I am sure it has a long Latin name. Now the student is surprised to see the beauty of the red rose. It is the first time he notices such a beautiful red rose. Therefore, he happily picks the red rose up. He leaned down. He looked down, bent down, and plucked it, removed it, or picked it. Then he put on his hat and ran up to the professor's daughter and professor's house with the rose in his hand. Now he is very happy. Why? Now he can enjoy his love. Now he can win or have the girl's promise. What is the girl's promise? Promise of accompanying him, taking him to a dancing party. Now the student runs happily to the girl's house to offer the red rose. Now let's see what happens. The daughter of the professor was sitting in the doorway, winding his blue silk on a reed. Now, professor's daughter, she is at home winding, making some blue silk thread. Silk is a type of thread. She is making some silk thread to weave a cloth, and a little dog was lying at her feet. Now let's see the students' words here. You said that you would dance with me if I brought you a red rose. Now the student demands his promise. The girl's promise. What is the promise? You said you would dance with me. You promised to dance with me if I brought you a red rose. But this girl never expects a red rose from this boy. Actually, this red rose is some kind of method or tactful method to keep away the unwanted boys away from her life. Unwanted boys, because she does not like the students of this type. Therefore, she is very angry because now she has to fulfill the promise, but she rejects. The boy says, here's the reddest rose in all the world, reddest rose in all the world. Underline this part. Underline them. You will wear it tonight next to my heart. And as we dance together, it will tell you how I love you. Now the student says, the red rose is symbolic of his love. Note it down. The red rose is symbolic of love. Therefore, the student says, the girl will feel how much he loves her. He requests the girl to wear it close to her heart, next to your heart. Keep the red rose next to your heart. It will tell you, my rose, it means the red rose will tell you how I love you. But nothing happens as the student expects. Irony. What is the irony? The girl does not accept the red rose or the boy, young student. Instead, the girl frowned, had a very angry look. The girl showed very angry look, displeasure, dislike towards the boy, because she is not happy. She does not want the student back. She does not even want the student's red rose, because the student is not her type. The student is not her type, not her kind. Now she explains her reasons. Now she has nothing to do now. She has to show her feelings, express her feelings, thoughts towards the student. Now she rejects. I am afraid. I am sorry. It will not go with my dress. She rejects the red rose first. Hey boy, I do not want this red rose because it is not matching. It is not a matching decoration for my new dress, my dress. It does not go with my dress. Therefore, I don't want your red rose. And besides, not only that, and besides, the Chamberlain's nephew. Now, Chamberlain's nephew means some rich boy belonging to a rich upper class family. Now the young girl says, professor's daughter says, I don't want your red rose because the Chamberlain's son, nephew means here, not real son, but son. Chamberlain's nephew has sent me some real jewels. Underline, real jewels. Now this girl likes real things, man-made valuable things. She does not like nature-made beautiful things. Remember that. She likes man-made valuable things. She does not like nature-made beautiful things. She loves richness. She loves richness. Chamberlain's navy means high class, upper class. Then what is her type of the boy she likes? Boys from the upper class families, boys from the rich class families. She does not like the boys from the poor class like this student. And everybody knows that jewels cost far more than flowers. Everybody knows that jewelry, gems, jewelry, and other things, other valuable things, gold and silver, they are valuable more than flowers. Now, this is her true nature, right? The girl has cheated this boy, deceived this boy, because she wanted to keep this boy away from her. That's why she asked him to bring a red rose, because she knows during winter there are no red roses, and therefore this boy will never return to him again. But unfortunately, the nightingale creates a red rose for the young student, and he brings it back to the professor's daughter. අර දරුවා මැරිච්ච වෙලාවේ බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ කිව්වනේ මේ අබමිටක් හොයන් එන්න කියලා මේ කාටද මේ ඉසාගෝතමීට නේද? නොමලගේකින්. Now she could not find it because every house has someone dead. හැබැයි අරන් ආවනම් එදා බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝත් ලෝකාමාරුවක වැටෙනවා like this. මේ විදියටම. Now Lord Buddha is practical, but this story is not practical and realistic. This is fantastic. Make a fairy tale like a realistic tale. But this is not the truth. This is only for enjoyment. Now the girl rejects, but we can understand this girl's character. She is a cheating girl. Note it down. Deceitful girl. She does not keep her promises. She does not keep her promises. She misleads young people in very cruel way. She can directly reject them, but without rejecting them, she enjoys herself. She enjoys herself by giving false promises to the young people. This is her immoral nature, bad nature, right, when compared with the nightingale's character. Then the student is very unhappy, dissatisfied about this situation, because now he understands he has been cheated by this girl, misled by this girl, giving him a false promise. Well, upon my word, oh my God, you are very ungrateful. This is the only thing he says. The student is well-tamed, disciplined, educated boy. Therefore, he controls his anger. He does not go forward with it. He does not try to attack the girl or even to kill her. But this student is self-disciplined. He is self-disciplined, note it down, self-disciplined. Therefore, he controls his anger and he only criticizes the girl. You are very ungrateful. You are not grateful. You are not even thankful to my sacrifice, to the red rose. You are not a good girl, my dear. That's what he says. His student said angrily, and he threw the rose into the street. He threw away the rose into the street, where it fell into the gutter. The rose fell into a gutter. Gutter means small hole in the road, and a cartwheel went over it. A running cart destroyed the rose. Now that is the end of the nightingale sacrifice. The symbolic of true love. The symbol of true love. This red rose is symbolic of true love. The symbol of true love is destroyed by human hand. First by the girl, secondly by the boy, and thirdly by the cart driver. What is the idea? In human world, there is no true love as the nightingale believes. Therefore, the nightingale sacrifice is useless now, because the student fails to be a true lover. She wants the student to be a true lover, but he fails, and the nightingale's sacrifice is not useful now. Only she lost her life. Only she lost her life for a red rose. Right. Then we'll see the girl's reaction to the boy. Ungrateful. Yes, ungrateful, not thankful, said the girl. I tell you what, I tell you why I am ungrateful. You are very rude. The girl says, you are rude boy, mannerless boy, not posh. You are not a posh character. You are a very rustic boy. She criticizes the boy's social class as well as his manners and physical appearance. And after all, who are you? Who are you? You are only a student. You are no one else. You are only a simple student. I don't like students. I don't like students because they have no money, they have no jewelry. They do not belong to upper social class. They are very poor. They belong to the lower social class, poor class. Therefore, I don't like the students like you. Why don't? Why? I don't believe, you see, I don't believe you have got even silver buckles to your shoes. Underline, silver buckles. Now, silver buckles is symbolic of richness, symbolic of beauty, symbolic of upper class. Silver buckles. Silver is a valuable metal like gold. Silver. Silver is symbolic of richness, wealthiness, upper class society. Now the girl says, you are just a simple poor student. You do not have money and wealth. You do not have any jewelry. You do not have gold and silver. Therefore, I do not like you. Now she openly speaks. She openly speaks now. She expresses her true nature now. Now you can understand her character. As the Chamberlain's nephew has. And she got up from her chair and went into the house. Now she stops this debate, this discussion with the boy, and she goes back into the house, and the student has nothing to do. He returns home empty-handed. Now he's lost. He has lost his love, his hopes, expectations. As a desperate person, disappointed person, he returns home, but he understands love in the wrong way. He understands love in the wrong way. What is the wrong way? What a silly thing love is. Now for the nightingale, love is ideal, great sacrifice. Love is spiritual, never changing. But the boy, the young student, love is a silly thing. Silly means foolish, useless thing. Foolish thing, said the student as he walked away. It is not half as useful as logic. Now, logic is a subject. Now, the student compares love and academic knowledge, love and education. Now, logic means education. Now, he says love is not half as valuable as education. Education is the most valuable thing. But for the nightingale, love is the most valuable thing. Right? You see. Because love does not prove anything. Love does not prove anything. It is always underlined. It is always telling one of things that are not going to happen and making one believe things that are not true. Now, what is the boy's idea about love? Love is not true. Love is not practical. Love is not honest. Love is deceitful. Love is cheating. He learns it from the professor's daughter because the professor's daughter gave him a wrong impression about love. Wrong impression. Love is cheating, deceitful, not honest. In fact, it is quite unpractical. He says, love is not practical, unpractical. And in his age, in this age, everything is to be practical. I shall go back to study metaphysics. Underline. Is the student's final decision. What is the final decision? I must continue my education because education is the most valuable thing. Finally, he takes very wise decision. He forgets his infatuation. Infatuation means a temporary false love. He forgets his infatuation with the girl. He thinks of education. He thinks that education is far better than the silly love. Therefore, he goes back to his study room and begins to study, get ready for the exam. So he pulled out a dusty book, great dusty book, and began to read. Now, this is the lesson you have to learn. Forget your unwanted infatuations with other people and focus your attention on your education until you get a good pass from your exam, from your examination. That is your ultimate target. That is your final target to get through the exam, right? The student takes finally a wise decision, good decision, rational decision to continue from his uh, where he stopped, to continue his education. Now, in this way, the short story ends, giving a good lesson to all students. All students like you, right? What is your primary target? Your primary target is your education. Your primary target is your examination. එහෙනම් ඔබගේ මූලික ඉලක්කය අධ්‍යාපනය විය යුතුමයි කියලා ස්ටෝරි එක අවසන් වෙනවා. ස්ටෝරි එක අවසන් වෙනවා. All other things are secondary and education is first. This is the age for education, not for other things else. Because this age will never come back to you. මේ වයස කිසිදාක එන්නේ නැහැ. This age is only for education and to make up your future. අනාගතයට අඩිතාලම් දාන වයසේ තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නේ. එහෙනම් ඒකට අවශ්‍ය මූලිකම දේ අධ්‍යාපනය. ඒ කාලෙන් ඒ ප්‍රයෝජනය ගන්න. Don't misuse that time for any other purpose. වෙනත් කාරණා වෙනුවෙන් මේ කාලය යොදවන්න එපා කියන පණිවිඩයේ මෙසේජ් එක තීම් එක අපිට අවසානයේදී හම්බ වෙනවා මේ ෂෝට් ස්ටෝරි එකේ කෙලවර. right? උගතමන ශිල්පයමයි මතුර කෙනා කියලා. The student returns back to his education. Right. Now, that's the end of this short story. Let's write down the note from this place. Write down subtopic. Subtopic. The young student meets. The young student meets the professor's daughter. The young student meets the professor's daughter. Professor's daughter. Okay. The short story ends. The short story ends with. The short story ends with some ironic, I-R-O-N-I-C. The short story ends with some ironic twist, T-W-I-S-T, twist. Ironic end, change of events. Twist means change of events. Some ironic twist. The nightingale, next sentence, the nightingale, with the help of the nightingale, with the help of the red rose tree, the nightingale, with the help of the red rose tree, creates. The nightingale, with the help of the red rose tree, creates a red rose, a red rose for the young students in the name of, in the name of true love. In the name of true love. At the end of this creation, at the end of this creation, the nightingale leaves the world. Leaves, leaves the world sacrificing her life for the young student and his love. For the young student and his love. She, next sentence, she expects the young student she expects the young student to be a true lover, to be a true lover as a gratitude, 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 as a gratitude for her sacrifice. For her sacrifice. But nothing happens. Nothing happens as the nightingale expects. Nothing happens as the nightingale expects. Next paragraph. The young student happens to see, the young student happens to see the red rose and he picks it up. He picks it up, commenting that he picks it up, commenting that a piece of luck. Please quote, a piece of luck. Please quote, why? What a wonderful piece of luck. What a wonderful piece of luck. Go on, write in. Unfortunately, unfortunately, the student does not know. The student does not know that this is not a piece of luck. This is not a piece of luck, but a sacrifice. A sacrifice of the nightingale and the red rose tree. Nightingale and the red rose tree. The young student, the young student picks up. The young student picks up the red rose. Picks up the red rose and runs to the professor's house. And runs to the professor's house with full of expectations. full of expectations. Full of expectations. He offers the red rose. He offers the red rose to the professor's daughter. Honestly expressing what he feels. Honestly expressing what he feels. Please, Scott. You will wear it tonight next to your heart, and as we dance together, it will tell you how I love you. Go on writing. The student mentions that the student mentions that the red rose is symbolic. Symbolic. The red rose is symbolic of his love for her. And therefore, she should wear it. She should wear, W-E-A-R. She should wear it next to her heart. Next to her heart. Full stop. Speak in these words. Speak in these words. The young student reminds, R-E-M-I-N-D-S, reminds the girl of her promise to him. Of her promise to him. Of her promise to him. Next paragraph. The professor's daughter never expects a red rose from the young student She only expects that she only expects that she only expects that he will never be able to find a red rose. He will never be able to find a red rose during winter. During winter. During winter. Full stop. The red rose is a tactful method that she uses to keep away the student away from her life. Full stop. It is implied that she has the habit of using such methods to keep away undesirable boys. undesirable boys from her life, from her life. The young student, next sentence. The young student becomes a victim of a victim, Godurak, victim, victim of victim of the girl's cunning methods. Cunning methods. Cunning methods. Full stop. She disappoints the boy, the young student. She disappoints the young student first by rejecting the red rose. First by rejecting the red rose. Please quote. I am afraid it will not go with my dress. Go on writing. The girl's inner character. The girl's inner character is well the girl's inner character is well exposed. Inner character is well exposed in her interaction. Interaction. In her interaction with the young student. Go on writing. She honestly mentioned she honestly mentioned that she honestly mentions that she never likes flowers. She never likes flowers. And the boys. She never likes flowers and the boys. That have no value, that have no economic value. Economic value and beauty. Economic value and beauty. Please quote. The Chamberlain's nephew has sent me some real jewels, and everybody knows that jewels cost far more than flowers. Jewel cost far more than flowers. Go on writing. Go writing. The professor's daughter. The professor's daughter is a person. The professor's daughter is a person who appreciates richness. 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 And man-made beautiful objects. And man-made beautiful objects rather than rather than nature-made objects like the flowers. Nature-made objects like the flowers. Like the flowers. like the flowers. Go on writing. The girls' attitude, ATTITUD. The girl's attitude towards love and the young people and the young people is also revealed, REVEALED, revealed in her interaction means conflict, in her interaction with the young student. Please quote. I don't believe you have even got silver buckles to your shoes, as the Chamberlain's nephew has. I don't believe you have even got silver buckles to your shoes, as the Chamberlain's nephew has. Okay, go on writing. According to according to according to the words of the professor's daughter, according to the words of the professor's daughter, love has love has love has a material value, material. Love has a material value and a social class and a social class. And a social class. Full stop. She implies, implies. She implies that only the rich boys only the rich boys of the upper class society only the rich boys of the upper class society are eligible. Eligible, Eligible. Eligible. Eligible means suitable. Are eligible to be eligible to be her lovers. Are eligible to be her lovers. Full stop. And the young boys of the poor class society are not eligible are not eligible to be her lovers. To be her lovers. To be her lovers. Next paragraph. The young student is disappointed by the response of the professor's daughter. Response of the professor's daughter. Her, her Hypocritical behavior. Hypocritical. Her hypocritical behavior gives the student a wrong impression. IMPRESSION. Idea. A wrong impression about love. A wrong impression about love. A wrong impression about love. Please, Scott. What a silly thing love is. What a silly thing love is. Go on, write in. The student understands in a wrong way. The student understands in a wrong way that love is a foolish emotion. And it has no value as in education. As in education. Because love is cheating. Love is cheating. Misleading. Misleading. And hypocritical. 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 According to him, it misleads. MISLEADS. It misleads the young boys. It misleads the young boy, giving false promises. giving false promises. Please quote. And it is always telling one of things that are not going to happen and making one believe things that are not true. That are not true. Go on writing. The young student realizes that love is some kind of infatuation, infatuation, some kind of infatuation about a person's physical beauty, a person's physical beauty, and it has no practical value. And it has no practical value. It has no practical value. Go on writing. With this realization, with this realization, with this realization, with this realization, the young student takes a wise decision, takes a wise decision, takes a wise decision, that is to continue that is to continue his studies that is to continue his studies and to reach 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 at his and to reach at his target and to reach at its target. Please quote, I shall go back to philosophy and study metaphysics. Right. Last paragraph. In this way, last paragraph, in this way, the short story ends. The short story ends passing a serious message to the young people, a serious message to the young people about love and education. About love and education. It is implied love is only human. Love is only human. And should be honest should be honest, open-hearted, truthful, and sacrificing, and sacrificing. And sacrificing. On the other hand, education makes should make education should make the young people wise, W-I-S-E, wise, rational, R-A-T-I-O-N-A-L, taarkical, logical, rational and practical. Rational and practical. And also, all young people have a period of education and they must devote their time and energy, and they must devote, D-E-V-O-T-E, and they must devote their time and energy, E-N-E-R-G-Y, time and energy for it. Time and energy for it. Time and energy for it. Okay. That's all about the main discussion on this short story. We'll still have to discuss the theme of the short story and the character analysis. Okay. Then next week, we'll discuss the theme of the short story. Okay. Thank you very much for okay, Chamod there, right? All recordings are there in my YouTube channel. You can watch it. Even this recording will be on the channel for those who could not take part, right? Thank you very much for your cooperation today, even after a little bit of delay. Right, we'll meet again. Goodbye to all of you. Last piece done, December.